Hello, everyone coming in live, everyone in the replay. Happy Aquarius new moon. Happy all planets direct as of tomorrow. Yes, I see lots of people excited. It's a big deal. Mars is a big deal. It only goes retrograde every couple of years. So it's not like Mercury, which we experience often 3 to 4 times a year. But we got the extra punch with Mars and Mercury. But before I continue with more of the astrology overview, let's open the circle. I knew there were more of you souls that wanted to come in live, so I was just kind of letting us stay in this moment and arrive in this moment as you all jumped in. So if you have your clearing tool, grab that. If not, I will be bilocating this clearing to all who welcome it into their space, whether you're here live or you're in the replay. And as you light or welcome this reset, this new energy, new air around you and inside of you, air especially as we're looking at Mars and Mercury in Gemini, all about our communication, our thinking, our inspiration. Just let yourself kind of be in the excitement of what's to come, because we're moving so multidimensionally that it's no longer what we've thought up in our linear minds. It's what's coming to us from our magnetization. So let yourself just marinate in that excitement as we really clear the energy. We continue to clear. This is such a good practice every day, you know, especially as we're breaking free from what broke through in that retrograde period. Clear and open and reset, renew. Every night is a death. Every morning is a rebirth. So really, when we stay in that evolution, it allows us to be in that flexibility, in that adaptability, and in that welcoming energy of what is coming through in co-creation. So I will send this clearing to all who welcome it now. And just take in a nice, deep, nourishing breath. Good. And as you exhale, just soften in. Just let yourself fully feel this present moment, what's happening in your body and your being, your mind, your soul, your experience in this circle. Beautiful. Yes. And if you have a candle, go ahead and grab that. If you don't, I will be sending this meditation and illumination of light and conduit of light to you. So as we light this beautiful flame and connection and conduit, we ask that all those beings who love us unconditionally, our angels, our ancestors, our star family, our higher self, come in with strength, clarity, and guidance, and beautiful co-creative energies for our best and highest good, and for the collective's best and highest good, and for the new earth rebirth and reset that we are all emanating out as we go through deep transformative periods, evolutions, and renewals of who we came to be and create in our soul's purpose and mission. We thank you. We only ask those beings that hold us in their highest light to come in. And we honor this deep place of co-creation in ease and our birthright of joy and thriving in this human experience, personally and as a collective. And we ask that this activation of light be sent through our heart space and center in this circle. And as we move forward in our individual paths from this beautiful time, we share appreciation for the privilege of coming together in these higher Aquarian spaces and technologies. And in our soul's truth of telepathy, of bilocation, of energy and emanation. Beautiful. And if you have it, go ahead and grab your ceremonial beverage. If you don't, share the intention and just hold the space for it. And we honor all those beings and souls and humans that have planted, cultivated, cared for, and transported this heart medicine to our homes, our hearts, our souls, our unfolding path. We hold them in their highest good and unfolding, in their highest truth and soul's purpose. We thank them for their care. and love. And we ask this heart medicine to share with us deep messages and health and wisdom that we are seeking at this now moment to complete us as we move forward in new activations and rebirth potential and energies. And we ask that you continue to share those messages of guidance in the experience and knowledge that we know in this now moment, that we feel with our entire sensory experience and being. And as always, when we bring the cup to our mouth, we breathe our intentions into the smoke as we take 3 drinks now. Beautiful. And cheers to this big weekend of Aquarius. Aquarius. That's the Aquarian energy, right? Where we're so deeply connected. We're so feeling our spiritual self. And we get those lightning bolts of energy, those hits of quick change, surprise, of pivots, of moving in a new path and direction. And we do it in trust because we're in that deep space of our spirit, of our soul's truth. So I wanted to display that in a beautiful fashion. So cheers. And so it is, and so much more. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the astrology because it's so big before we go into our intentions. And as always, use the chat as things come up and out and are ready to be revealed and spoken from your spirit in truth and in this circle and into the emanation of the collective consciousness and this planet and the universe. So we are so close. Let's see. It's at 12:53 Pacific and it's 9:43 Pacific. So we're like 3 hours out. And with new moons, it's really nice to have that ritual on like 6 hours on either side of the new moon. So this is really exciting that we're in this full buildup of this potential and energy. And new moons are typically more quiet, they're more dark, they're really planting those seeds of intention. But this one's a little bit louder because we have so much going on this weekend and because we are lifting out of the deep dark of our winter's night, that dark of the retrograde intensity and season that we all just went through with our new foundation. And so the solar flares, they are speaking to us, you know. We are at historic highs of solar flares right now. We've got X-class coming through, which is really incredible. I'm hearing rumblings and talks of solar storms coming in. And it's so interesting when I check into the energy of this. Of course, I'm like, yes, bring it in, because it's all about shifting the Earth's electromagnetic field. It's about shifting our electromagnetic field with the magnetic energy of the sun. We are powered by light. Like that is our supercharge, right? And over time, we have gotten ourselves so far away from light. We've been shielding ourselves from light. And so this is just such an exciting time that as we clear the density from our cells in those retrograde periods when, you know, like I said in my email recently, we are brought to our knees often because we're aware, because we are available for the transformation, y'all. That is not for the weak of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. When you are here, you're participating, you are doing the deep soul's growth, soul's path work. That's the intensity of this human journey. And so as we reflect, right? As we put up our mirror, we use that reflection wisdom and we really dive into how we transform our experience from what we are seeing. We're in a holographic reality, right? As within, as without, as above, so below. And so everything is a mirror. And when we can really drop in that space, doesn't mean the intensity is going to be less, but it means that the fruitfulness is going to be higher. Right? And so now, as the solar flares are coming in, we have more space in ourselves. And that's the integration of those light codes, of the downloads, of the supercharge in that energy, of our connection to plasma, to plasmic light, right? To particles. Like, we now scientifically know that particles on the different sides of the world are continuing to communicate with each other, right? So when we become so much more available in that higher dimensional space of the abyss, the unknown, the potentials, the possibilities, when we're open to that instead of closed off into what we're just experiencing in our sight, in our vision, in this human experience, then we get so much more of those downloads and messages. We get so much more of that co-creative energy. And that is this Aquarian season that we're in. It's the lightning hits. It's the quick energy that it's like, I'm getting the message of it. It tells you that you're ready. It tells you you're available to do something that your linear mind and your path up until now would never have thought possible, right? And so we're like, whoa, I can do that. I don't have to go A to B to C, right? And so really notice how you're physically feeling as these solar flares continue to pop off. Get the Space Weather app if you don't have that, because then you can really, it's all about noticing when the activity is happening, noticing what's going on in your body. Are you dehydrated? Are you feeling tense or tight? Do you need more movement in your life? Do you need more water? Do you need more rest? Are you exhausted? Are you hungry? Do you need more protein and nourishment, right? Do you need more flow? Is it time to put on some binaural beats, right? Is it time to listen to some music? Do you need more connection? Is that when you're really feeling this draw to reach out and connect and be discerning with where that connection goes? Is that connection with other people that are plugging in to that light frequency and those light codes? Do they get it, right? Or are you going to feel judgment and resistance or blockage in that connection? So it's just a really good time to make those correlations when we're getting M class, but now it's the X class flares, y'all. The X class are the shizit. That's what's going down, right? And, oh, so I was going to say, as I feel into this, you know, the mainstream, whatever, media, I guess, when they talk about it, they're like, this is the scary part, right? And I'm like, this is the exciting part, that it can literally cause a radio blackout. Now, I know we have lots of systems that need to function on what we've created in technology, but this just shows me that we are the highest form of technology in that light. We are the infinite intelligence, right? And oftentimes in our world, we could feel like technology runs us. When we come together, when we integrate this light, we can actually shift what we see as like the solidity of technology. You know what I mean when I say that? When we think of technology or science, it's like, oh, that's just fact. Nothing's fact. Everything's energy, right? Everything can be malleable and move and change. And this is where it's like we did the work to bring the light in. So this is what I really wanted to come to in this Aquarian energy, is that we don't have to go out and get it. We've done the internal work, the reflective work, right? We've done the transformative, bringing the core wounds up, the triggers, the generational trauma, the patterns, and we're doing the transformation there. And that is what opens our cells and magnetizes what's coming in, what's coming up from the earth, what's coming down from the heavens, from the higher dimensions. And we bring it to us, right? So that's really important, that we don't have to effort as we move forward in all planets direct and where we're going. We just magnetize. We just shine our light. Okay. So I wanted to talk about the solar flares. I wanted to talk about all planets direct until April 21st. And April 21st is when Mercury goes retrograde again. We have 4 retrogrades this year. They're all in Earth signs. So that's telling me that we are renewing the way that we execute, the way that we ground, the way that we simplify, the way that we restructure, because we are not the same. So if you find yourself going back to the old patterns, the old energies that you were in, that's the time to, like, I just get that quick hit of like, remind yourself that you are constantly evolving and changing, and we are becoming more than our linear minds ever thought possible. Okay, so all planets direct is a time to really bring more of what's coming to you in that co-creative energy. In the Aquarian, we just went into Aquarius season yesterday. Today's the Aquarius new moon. Uranus stations direct tomorrow. So tomorrow is a big day. When any planet stations direct, we can feel it more intensely, right? Because it's suddenly, it's like changing and moving, even though it's like, it gets that slower start. I equated this to when you hit the gas a little too fast, when you've been sitting in your car and you've been spacing out and the green light hits, and it's like you hit the gas, you're like, oh, and then it stabilizes, and then you can like soften into the momentum. So you might feel some intensity tomorrow as Uranus stations direct, but really this is the time to have your, I want to say like have your walls be permeable, right? Because we have our spiritual boundaries. We have those walls. We have our sovereignty. We have our agency. This is who we are, and we know it more and more the more we do this work. And we let in what comes in for our highest path and unfolding good, right? But we have that filter to keep out what may be keeping that lower frequency around us. Okay. And that's the Aquarius energy. It's very discerning. It loves its freedom. It loves its sovereignty. I'm looking at somebody in the crowd right now that I know has Saturn in Aquarius. And we talked about letting your freak flag fly. I love saying that. So that's important, because as we move forward, we're moving from this new foundation where we continue to do the deepest spaces of healing for our lineage, for the patterns, for the generations that no longer get to move on, even for our immediate family, right? And so you become the sovereign being that you came to be, which means that you get to be whatever you want to create, whatever is meant to come from your highest light, from your heart space and center. And we're moving forward in feeling. Your heart is your truth meter, right? In any situation, when your heart tells you danger or warning, we no longer sacrifice ourselves. We get to change it. We are the creators. We are the conductors of this unfolding path for us, right? And always remember, as you make those changes, even if, you know, there's a little repercussion or reverberation that goes out, as people may not be ready for the height, for the intent, like I want to say the acceleration that you're at, they get to come meet you. They get to do their work. They get to make their transformation, and they'll meet you when it's time. Okay. So those were some of the astrology points that I wanted to come up with. So let's go into intentions. And my intention for us today is that we dream big. Aquarian energy is about the dreams. So I'm not even going to talk a lot about intentions today. I'm going to talk more about wishes, right? And so like it's the dreams, because sometimes when we look at intentions, we hold that in a space of doing a lot of work, right? To make that happen. And what I want to remind you is that as this light integrates into your cells and your being, the dreams magnetize to you, and they like the path appears. And we got so derailed from this connection, from this co-creation for so long that got solidified. That became the density in our cells. And we are the ones, we are here transforming that for generations to come. We are opening these golden gates. So, and we are coming back here twice a month doing the work. Am I right? Okay. So what we're going to do is I actually want to grab your journal because I don't want you to just hold your intention. We are going to release those dreams. We're going to release those wishes out into the energy, into the field, into the universe, so that they can be caught and connected with by the support network that we have that wants us to be in the thriving energy, that wants us to be in the most easeful path of unfolding, that wants us to be well. So with your journal, I'd like you to write down at least 5 dreams, 5 wishes. And you can start right now, and I'm just going to share with you some energies that you could, that if it feels right, you could bring these in for your wishes and dreams, because this is really the Uranian and Aquarian energy. So it's about your friends, groups. It's about the higher collective. It's about higher technology. It's about humanitarian efforts. It's, you know, about really finding balance in these systems, in the new earth rebirth that we're creating in these systems. It's about divination. It's about personal freedom, liberation. It's about breaking tradition. Like I said, I'm going to say it again because it's fun. Let your freak flag fly. Oh, I almost did it. It's really about uncovering those subconscious patterns. We're releasing what doesn't serve us. We're finding that higher wisdom and guidance that's been in ourselves, that we came into these bodies with, that connects us to all that is, all that was, all that will ever be. I added to my intention for us today, and I'm putting it in the chat right now, and that is for us to dream big and trust hard. And I'll give you just another minute or so. All right, it looks like you are finishing up. So I'm going to have Michelle shared an intention in the chat, and it says, open ourselves to receiving all the love and abundance that awaits us in the universe. Yes. So I'm going to have y'all stand up with your journal or piece of paper. Make sure you're on mute. It looks like you all are, so you're all good. I just checked. And I'm going to count us down. And as I count us down, I want you to speak and share your truth and put strength and velocity into all of those dreams and wishes. And we're going to speak them and share them together in this circle, in this divine exchange. And we're going to, almost like a hot air balloon, we're going to let them fly up into the ethers, up into the higher dimensions, into the heavens, so that they are emanating up and finding the support that is there waiting to co-create with us and creating a reality in these dreams and wishes. Because remember, well, if you don't know, we are moving from the last bits of Aquarius with Saturn right now, which is really rebuilding the Aquarian energies. And then we're moving Saturn into Pisces in March. And that is bringing form and reality to this spiritual connection, to this spiritual gift and unfolding. Okay, so I'm going to count us down, and then I'm going to hit mute because I want to say mine with you. And so we're going to count down. Y'all ready? Here we go. Like, really bring your truth to it. Really bring your power and share it from that place of deliberate energy, of truth, of knowledge, of trust. Okay? So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, go! Yes. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. They are out. They are up. They are ready and ripe, right? We've got these 3 months. So if you have your beverage, we're raising our glasses to the truth that is emanating and finding exactly the support and guidance that it needs to co-create in the most beautiful divine ways. And so it is, and so much more. Yes. And with that, we are going to do some nervous system attunement. Stay up, stay up. Yes, it is time, because we have been in such a quiet space for months now. You know, I've been asking you to stay with it, to stay quiet, stay simple, stay in your receptive mode. Well, now it's time that we move that energy, that we open ourselves up, that we're available for the reception of what's coming in, so that we can make the physicality happen. So get a nice stance with your legs, kind of like a horse stance, a bull stance. I don't know what you want to call it, but get your knees out. You're nice, a tree stance. You're rooted into the ground. You feel strong, powerful, magical, like the beautiful being that you are. You came for a very divine purpose. You came to share your mission with the world. You came to shine your light bright AF. Okay. So we're going to go right hand to the left hand to the right, and we're going to go hoop, ha. Okay, with your breath, however it goes well. And we're going to do this for a couple minutes. So really feel it in your core, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Hoop, ha, 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 hoop. Ha, hoo, 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 ha. You're doing great. Keep going. Feel that energy moving. Feel the power coming from the earth. Hoo, ha, 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 hoo, ha. Okay, bringing it down in 3, 2, 1. Yes. Woo! Let yourself marinate in that. Just feel it. Feel the chi and the energy and the crystalline light moving through your body. Feel your breath in a new way. Notice how you've shifted your entire physical experience within that minute or two. Notice where you feel it the most in your body right now. Feel those roots staying strong in the ground. Beautiful. And now we're going to bring our arms up. We're going to do a spinal twist with our breath. And so we're going to go to the left first. You're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right. In 3, 2, 1. Feel your spine opening up. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back. Again, just arrive in your body. Notice where you feel it. Feel the energy moving. Feel the blood pulsating. The life force and chi opening up. Good. And we're getting right back to it, y'all. Let's go. Breath of fire. Arms up if you like. You can go a chest opening, however it feels right. In and out through the belly. Really exhaling and drawing the navel into your spine in 3, 2, 1. Throw a little smile on your face as you're doing it. As Liz Gilbert says, smile from your liver. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. In and out through the nose. You're doing great. Keep it up. Big smile now to finish it off. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Come on back and just, we've been doing a lot of movement now. Notice if there's even any emotions that are surfacing, bubbling up, wanting to release. It's one of my favorite things, especially about Breath of Fire, is I usually take myself past my threshold because there's an emotion there. It's not my physical threshold, past the like program threshold where I feel like, okay, I'm done. I know that there might be something a little bit further, right? I want to explore a little bit more. Now, the last one, we're going to kind of bring it in, and this is a nice vagus nerve exercise. Our vagus nerve is so important, and that has really become compromised, especially with all of the toxins in our world, with the way that we eat, our digestion. And so this is a really great thing to do when you wake up every morning. So I wanted to share it with you, okay? So you're going to clasp your hands behind your head. So just at the base of your head where your occiput is, and it's going to kind of bring your head a little bit forward, okay? Try to let your shoulders be nice and relaxed. And you're just going to take some nice deep breaths. It's 11:11. Make another wish right now. Yes. Okay. And so now I want you to just keep your head forward, and you're going to look to the left and keep your gaze over to the left, nice and gentle, where you take some nice deep breaths. And what's going to happen is after a little while, there's going to be a reset of your nervous system. So keep your head facing forward. You're just going to use your eyes to look to the left. So your face stays completely forward ahead of you, and you use your eyes to look to the left, okay? And just take some nice deep breaths and let yourself settle in, let yourself arrive, and get really observational in your body, because you're going to notice your breath shift a little bit when that vagus nerve resets. You might notice that you want to yawn. There just might be some subtle shift in your field, in your body, that happens when you get that reset. It usually takes maybe a minute, maybe a little bit longer. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Nice deep breaths all the way into your belly, all the way out. And this is where we're really arriving. We're getting soft and gentle with the nervous system. And we just did a lot of nervous system work, so it might already be reset. So we're going to go ahead, bring your eyes back to neutral, bring your hands down, and just kind of shake them out. Let your shoulders go. And then we're going to come back and go to the right. So come back, keep your head facing forward, and just move your eyes, look to the right with only your eyes. Nice deep breaths. Really creating some space in the vagus nerve with this exercise. And your vagus nerve is nice and gentle and soft, and it innervates so much of our central nervous system. So we're just kind of accessing it here from the central point. And for me, my belly just made some noises, and that tells me that I had a shift in the nervous system. Okay, so it's nice and subtle. And this is, I'm just kind of introducing this to you right now so you can practice with it more every day, every morning when you wake up, throughout the day, a minute each side, and just see what happens within your body. Just really let yourself come in. Great. Yes, so come on back. I would love to hear in the chat, how are you feeling after that? We just really went through a big nervous system transformation because I really want us to know that we get to rebirth and reset, that we have such deep innate medicine within ourselves. We just have to create the intention, the practice, and the time, and the space, and the presence, right? Really letting yourself be present without thinking about what's coming the rest of the day, what you have to do, all of the things on your mind. Just letting yourself be so available in what's here in this moment, because that's where these deep Uranian energies are residing. That's where they're coming through with electricity, with light, with energy, and they're sharing those messages with you. And if we're so focused on what's next, we can easily miss them, as the universe is putting them in our path, in our language, right? Always look for the messages in your language. Look around at the animals that are around you. Look up their medicine, you know, what's coming through, like why have they shown up that day? And just notice with your entire sensory experience, like what's happening in all of your present moments, because it might lead you to something that you've been asking for. And that's that Uranian energy. That's those quick little messages that we can easily override in our experience. So I send you so much excitement for what's coming through, especially for all of the wishes and dreams that you just shared, because they're out there and the response, the answers are going to be coming through. So take yourself out into nature as much as you possibly can right now. Right? Keep integrating those light codes, even through your meditations, which we're going to do right now. So if anybody has any thoughts or questions, share them in the chat right now. I see nobody, y'all are not feeling, you're not feeling the big shares today because nobody talked about the nervous system. Oh, beautiful. It's suddenly snowing there, and it doesn't snow there very often. That's rare. I love that. I've got to say, I was giving a reading the other day and I was mid idea. I was mid energy flow. And I suddenly looked outside and it was suddenly snowing. And to me, that was just rebirth. That was like full creation potential coming through. It's just it's so pure. It's so new, right? And it's just, it's so beautiful to notice those things. So beautiful. Well, even though none of you shared how the nervous system attunement went for you. Oh, we just got one. Thanks, Lacey. Lacey said, after the breath of fire, my whole left arm was tingling and I was burning up a bit after. Yeah, after one of the exercises, I noticed a concentration of energy in my calves, right? And so that's why I was asking you to like always come back and then get present in your body and notice what's happening, because those might be areas that have even some stagnation or blockage and that we might want to put a little bit more attention to, right? So, because we want that energy to be moving throughout our body, we want that to be flowing and opening, right? So Lacey, I would say your left shoulder, right? Opening that left shoulder and creating more flow through that left shoulder. My whole body is processing a really intense dream I had last night about someone reaching out to me. The dreams are huge right now, going off the hook. I agree. I'm just incredibly spacey today. I think I need to do more body work. Yes. Body work is beautiful. Bree, I've got to tell you, lately, I have been dropping into how can I do more body work on myself? And so I got my cups out, y'all. Anybody can order cups. And I've been cupping my knee. I've been cupping my shoulder, because even these little areas in my body that I know are not functioning, like they're not flowing and functioning, how they keep catching my attention when I'm doing any kind of movement. I'm like, why am I bypassing that message? By bypassing that message, something is going to show me a lot more intensely later on. And so I'm finding that time right now. You know, I'm doing, I want to say it's scraping. There's another word for it. But you can just use the lid of a jar, put some oil on any part of your body, Lacey for your shoulder, and use a jar and like literally scrape that area, and it brings blood flow to the area. It brings nutrients to the area. So thank you for bringing that up, Bree. I think it's important right now that we all kind of check in and create a full body flow. What areas want more attention, and how can we, you know, massage ourselves, use a hot pack, use castor oil. Like there's so many ways to start creating more flow in our body. And what we just did took like 5 minutes, and then you get to check in and see where the life force energy is moving and where it might not be moving. So yeah, beautiful. That was a surprise for today's gathering. I didn't know we were going to go to that kind of body work piece, but I love it because that's very grounding, because we need the grounding as these energies start moving. That's why I keep telling people, bring yourself back to alignment, because when all planets are direct, we can almost put the brakes on because it's so overwhelming, because we're used to living in resistance. And so when we're connecting deeply to the light and to the higher consciousness, and then the planets are moving, we can almost get dizzy from how fast everything's going. And we've only continued to accelerate in our multidimensional experience. So keep bringing yourself bare feet on the ground every morning. Get outside, walk around on the ground. I'm doing it in freezing temperatures. It's so important to take the cold shower after your hot shower, reset your nervous system. Thank you, Bree. I love that you brought the body in. This is why I like y'all to share with me in the chat, because then it becomes, we're all sharing what's coming through. What are the messages coming through for each of us right now? Because that's important, especially as we raise the collective up together in our unique messages and light. Yay! Thank you so much. All right, let's move into the meditation, y'all. I'm going to grab some music, get yourself nice and comfortable, and just, again, start breathing and arriving. Pay attention, notice what's going on in your body as I get the music up here. Okay, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music and my voice. Yes? Okay, great. All right. Get nice and comfortable. Oh, thank you, Shona. I got the digital thumbs up. I love it. That's bringing that Aquarian energy in. Y'all, we are moving into discernment in how we use our higher technologies, because we are infinite intelligence, we are science, and how do we actually bring our creation of technology into the highest frequency and vibration that we can. We all have a part to do in this. So, okay. So let yourself just come back into your body. We've really done a lot with the body now. And just notice any sensations that you may be feeling. Feel the chair, the couch, the floor. And start to feel beyond that. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the safety of this moment. Notice the security in this circle, in this energy. And just continue to let yourself arrive slowly, deliberately, fully in your body. This beautiful vessel that you chose and came into for this experience. Trusting in all of the healing potential that you have available in every moment of every day. And then just bring your awareness down to your feet. Notice tingling on the bottom of your feet. That beautiful energy exchange that's always happening, always moving, always pulsating. And then bring yourself to the base of your spine. And now from the base of your spine, noticing a beautiful crystalline cord, rope, root, whatever aligns in this moment, and feel that moving down into the earth. Feel the strength of it moving through the rocks, through the sediment, through the cool, rich earth, through the soil, moving down easily into the center of the earth. And as you come into the center of the earth, notice a beautiful crystal waiting there just for you. As your cord or your root connects into that crystal now. Grounding you as you feel strength, trust, and power in this connection to our Gaia, to our earth, who rebirths herself in strength, newness, with innovation. And notice in this crystal are messages of light and guidance and support just for you. This crystal also welcomes any energies that you may be holding on to now that do not serve you in your highest good. Any energies from experiences, interactions, fears, stresses. Just let them easily move down your cord now. As you notice, there's no slack in this cord. You're connected and rooted deeply into the earth, into the healing power and energy. And feel all of those energies just easily flow off of you as Gaia welcomes them to transmute them into your full strength and power, where she sends them back up to you in crystalline light through this beautiful crystal that remains at the center of the earth just for you. Notice if there's any colors, temperatures, movements. Notice how that energy comes back up into your root at the base of your spine. Feel it flow easily into your body, into your being. And feel that strength in you that has come from the knowledge and the transformation of those experiences or energies, those cords or connections. And feel this energy move easily through your body now, pulsating, tingling, as it moves pure crystalline light through your whole body. And as that energy pours in from the base of your spine, notice it moving deeply into your heart space and center now. A beautiful path of ease moving from the earth from your crystal to you, to your heart. Notice your heart getting warm as waves of love and compassion for this journey, this experience, for where you are now, filling your heart space and center up. Notice the movements of this energy as you begin to guide them into a beautiful spiral portal of light. Notice if you feel any support coming in new ways as that spiral spins and shines and strengthens in your heart. As you feel a new ease in the experiences and emotions, and choices of this life. Now from that portal, you notice a new path of light moving up, up, up easily through your crown chakra, spilling out, pouring out, moving up into the heavens. It moves up into higher dimensions. It moves up, magnetizing and finding your higher self easily. The you that is holding you in wisdom and guidance and love. As that sparkling crystalline light from your heart portal activates, it grows and connects in now. As you connect into your higher self, you feel that light burst out in cosmic starlight all around through the universe. As it magnetizes and moves into the support, the guidance, the beings, the souls in your highest unfolding. Those that come in strength and co-creation and divinity. Notice how they show. Notice how they feel. Just notice the energy as your portal of light from your heart is expanding out further and further. Inviting all those that hold you in your highest good, that made a pact to come in to support through this higher consciousness and light connection. For your strength and your innate potential and healing and light and energy. As you feel the grounding and strength of the earth hold you in beautiful pillars of root activation. And you notice new creation energy of cosmic dreams, potentials, and possibilities. Finding your light as it expands. And feel it connecting in with all those that hold their light now. And you're going to bring this light back into your heart, just slowly, easily. It's coming back down with new codes, new messages, new downloads. With activations and full renewal and rebirth. And that light's just coming back into itself as you're feeling it come down a beautiful path, an easeful portal. It's moving down back into your heart, filling your heart up with this cosmic expansion and potential. With all of the new messages that will continue to reveal themselves for you as we move together in divine connection. And that light is so expansive, it just keeps pouring into your heart now as it moves back through your higher self, coming down through the heavens. Feel your heart filling up with excitement, with infinite possibilities, and with trust that all will be revealed in divine unfolding. And the knowledge that you have access to infinite new possibilities. And that light is continuing to come back into your heart. Notice if there's new colors, a new light. And as you bring it fully into your heart, notice that it's a seed of new creation potentials and energies. As you begin to spin that seed in your heart as it's spiraling through, as you're bringing that portal to a close and holding all that you have moved through and opened in this intentional time and space, within that seed, and as you spin that seed, notice that that seed is held for new energies, new downloads, and new messages to move easily inside as it continues to expand. For your dreams, your wishes, your unfoldings. And as that seed continues to spin in a beautiful spiral dimension, feel the roots moving down through your chest, down through your solar plexus, down into your pelvic bowl, into your space of deep creation energy. As they plant themselves now. And know that that seed will continue to be nourished through the cosmic tides and energies, through your power and potential and light acceleration, and through the earth's continual grounding and transformation energy. of all that moves through your experiences and path. And come back to the seed in your heart space and center, filling it with light throughout this time as we move with high potentials and momentum energy, as new ideas come through and be revealed. And as we come back in a beautiful space of trust, knowing that many new creations will be birthed from this high frequency activation, coming through your dreams, through your waking life, through the animal messengers, through the mirror and the reflection in your experiences, throughout your moment and every day. Feel your heart bursting with excitement for what is to come. Taking a nice deep breath with that light strengthening in your breath. And as you exhale, bringing yourself down to your roots and your pelvic bowl, continuing to nourish them with breath and care and love. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming back to the room. In this now moment, ready to move forward with new energy, new ideas, and new life. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm sending you so much love for this Aquarius new moon, for all planets direct coming. And I invite you every night before you go to bed to come back to that seed in your heart and fill it with your light and your trust, knowing that more and more will be revealed every day as you move forward. I love you all. I cannot wait to hear about all that comes from this time and space. Thank you for being here, whether you're live or in the replay. Oh, I love this. Shona said, wow, body became a pendulum. First time meditating. Beautiful. Yes, I love that. You know what? Before we go, I see Michelle right now. Let's all put our hands on our heart and just feel that energy of that seed of life and creation, and know that it gets to go in limitless potential and possibility. It does not have to have anything holding on or created from our past. Okay. I'm holding you all in my heart. Thank you for being in this beautiful circle, this sacred circle, and emanating all of this transformation up into the collective. This is big work. These are big times, and we are so blessed to be here doing it together. Have a beautiful Aquarius new moon. The peak is about to happen. I love you. Mwah. I love all of your seeds. I feel them, and I'm excited for them. They're big. There's a lot. There's a lot coming. There's a lot to be revealed. Mwah.